Welcome back everyone to another episode of ShadeTV. My name is Marissa Hill. If you're joining us for the first time, welcome in. Be sure to hit that subscribe down below if you're not already subscribed to the channel, and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy these videos that I put out on a weekly basis. Today's going to be a little bit of a special, I guess, setup because it is going to be a huge month for Yeezy this June. There are a lot of expected releases to drop throughout the month, so I'm going to do a few days in this upcoming week to hopefully get you prepared and fully updated on what should be potentially releasing. I do have almost 95% of these sneakers already uploaded to my channel with individual videos. So if you are looking for specific size ranges or you want to just see it on foot or even how it's styled, definitely I will have as many of those videos linked in the description box down below so that you can find more info and more in-depth information on each of those. I also in my store will have these listed out, especially if these are actually going below retail somewhere else, just so that you have that information. So be sure to check that out if you want to see that after this video is over. So let's start out with June 3rd. So June 3rd is expected to be the first drop for Yeezy in June, and we've got a lot of pairs that are expected to re-release. There are a couple new items that I have not picked up yet. I'll talk about those, but again, a majority of these videos I've already copped a pair in the past if it is a re-release, so definitely check those videos out. First up, we'll start with the Adidas Yeezy 500 Ash Gray. That is an edition that I already have. I've done a lot of different 500s. I feel like ash gray is definitely, you know, a very standard, simple color. So if you are looking for, you know, just a traditional gray tone for that, you might want to pick one of those up. That's going to be set at $210. Next up, we have the Adidas Yeezy Boost 350 V2 Beluga Reflective. I don't know if most of you remember, but reflective pairs used to be so extremely difficult to come by. And of course, the Beluga is just such an amazing, very popular colorway. So a lot of people probably who were unable to get a pair in the past, maybe definitely wanting to go for that now. Those used to be doing crazy numbers on the resale market, but this will be again priced at $230. Next up, we have the Adidas Yeezy 500 Blush. I've got a video up on this as well. That again, just a light pale pink variation. I personally think that that's one of my favorite color schemes that released for the Yeezy 500. And I definitely think it's a great color scheme for the summer. That's going to be priced at $210. Then we've got the Adidas Yeezy Boost 350 V2 Bone. Got a video up on that as well. Bone is definitely one of those color schemes where if you're looking for a nice white sneaker and you do love the 350 V2, that may be one that you want to snag a pair of. And that will be releasing in kids for $160. Then we've got the Adidas Yeezy Slide Bone. A lot of different similar variations in the slides. I think the Bone is a solid colorway. It does get quite dirty quite easily, but luckily the Yeezy slides are very easy to clean. Those will be retailed at $70. And then we've got the Adidas Yeezy 500 Bone White. Again, just some solid color schemes that are going to be re-releasing for that 500 silhouette, and Bone White, of course, is a great color scheme if you're looking for a lighter shade. That will be $210. Then we've got the Adidas Yeezy Foam Runner in Clay Red, and that will be dropping actually in kids and infants as well, and that will be for $45. I actually have not done the Clay Red variation, but again, if you are a hardcore foam runner person, you may want to snag a pair of those. Then we've got the Adidas Yeezy 700 V3 Copper Fade, and that will be releasing for $210. Next up, we've got the Yeezy Boost 350 V2 Dazzling Blue. Definitely have a video up on that. That was one of my favorite color schemes and was super excited to see that this was being re-released. Again, that's going to be priced at $230. Then we've got the Adidas Yeezy Boost 350 V2 Red Stripe. Again, just classic color scheme. If you are looking to snag that, I would definitely say go for it, as that is probably one of my favorite color schemes in the 350 V2 variation. And that's going for $230. Then we've got the Adidas Yeezy Basketball Knit Energy Glow. I did not pick up a pair of these and don't plan actually on picking up a pair for this re-release. Haven't really been the biggest fan of Yeezy basketball sneakers in general. Not as comfortable as I had hoped and wanted them to be, but that will be priced at $300. Then we have the Adidas Yeezy Knit Runner Fade Azure, and that will be priced at $210. The knit runners are definitely, I feel like, somebody that has to have a very specific taste, and that one is kind of cool though. I do love the faded effect on it. Then we've got the Adidas Yeezy Knit Runner Fade Indigo. Again, just kind of different types of fades between those two. $210 as well. Next up, we've got the 700 V3 Fade Salt, which will be releasing at $210. Then the Adidas Yeezy Slide Flax. Definitely have a video up on the flax, which is kind of a nice chocolatey brown tone. So if you're looking for kind of more of a natural tone for one of the slides, you may want to get that and pick it up for $70. Then we've got the Flax 350 V2 that is set to be priced at $230. And then the 500 Granite, which I have, again, just a solid darker shade of gray. And that will be releasing for $210, followed by the Yeezy Foam Runner Mist, which will be priced at $90. And then we've got the Yeezy Desert Boot in Oil for $210. And then the Desert Boot in Rock, which is also $210. We have a 700 V3 Safflower. This is another video that I did not do on the channel, and probably 100% won't be going for this restock either, but that will be set for $210. Then we've got the Yeezy Boost 350 V2 Salt, another just solid colorway. That will be set for $230 on that re-release. And then the Yeezy Slide and Salt, again, just another variation of a lighter shade, pretty similar to the Bone as well. And that will be releasing for $70. Then we've got the Yeezy Boost 700 in Salt. So similar colorway to that as well for $260. One of the ones I will be going for is this Yeezy Power Phase Calabasas Simple Brown. I actually wasn't able to snag a pair of those when they originally released and haven't seen them re-released in a very long time. So super excited to see those back on the list and back on the lineup for this coming week at $120. Then we have the Yeezy Boost 700 V2 Static. That will be releasing, as well as the Yeezy Knit Runner in Sulfur for $210, and then the 500 Utility Black, which is going for $210. Again, those are what is believed to be releasing on June 3rd, and then there will be a couple more days this week where we should expect to see some other releases in addition to that first lineup. The second lineup is a little bit more sparse, so only 3 are expected to release on June 4th, and that is the Adidas Foam Runner in the MX Cinder, which I do have a video up on that, and that is set to release at $90. Then we've got the Adidas Yeezy Slide and Pure. Again, simple, very light tone color scheme, similar to the Bone and the Salt as well, set to release at $70. And then we've got the Adidas Boost 350 V2 Zebra. So again, a lot of people love the Zebra. If you don't already have a Zebra in your collection currently, you may want to try and snag a pair of that. And then last but not least for this week is June 6th. We've got 3 additional items that are potentially set to release, starting with the Adidas Yeezy Boost 350 V2 Blue Tint. Me personally, I feel like between the zebra and this one, I prefer the zebra, but it is nice to have an additional, I guess, tinted blue if you're obsessed with that colorway and pattern. Then we have the Adidas Yeezy Boost 350 Pirate Black. Again, another OG, super comfortable, super easy to match with that color scheme. That's dropping for $230. And then we've got the Yeezy Knit Runner BT and Sulfur releasing for $400. I've got a video up on that as well. A little bit higher price point, but if you're somebody who lives in a city like New York and you want a good snow boot, that could be potentially something you want to snag as well on that re-release. All right, everyone. So I, again, will have all of these items listed in my shopping store for you to see where to find them and price points of where to find the best deals, as well as I will link in my description box where you can also see individual videos on each of these so that you can get the information on size and fit, as well as what they look like on foot and how I style them. Thanks so much, everyone, for tuning in. Good luck to any of you who are going to be going after any of these pairs. Excited to see as well in my additional video after this one, which will probably be for next week for the secondary drops. But looking forward to see all of you taking some W's, and hope you all get what you want this week. That is it for this video. My name is Marissa Hill. This is ShadeTV. We will catch you all on the next one.